Hello everyone and welcome back to part 3 of decorating our storage floating island. So in today's part we are going to be decorating the Storybook Vale side and we are going to be getting it all set to go. So let's get started. So we're going to do exactly what we did with the other two halves. So if you guys have not seen part 1 and 2, be sure to go check out those videos, but we do have the flower storage area, the regular like crafting stuff, our gems, and then our food storage for our main valley. And then we have Eternity Isle here, which turned out adorable. And now we are going to be working on Storybook Vale. Now, with all of these, my big thing that I like to do is I like to make them look like the areas that they came from. So Storybook Vale is very much like fairy tales and fun. So we are going to be leaning into that like fairy tale whimsy side of things as we are getting ready to decorate. So let's go ahead and see. I really like this elegant stone barrier. I think this will come in handy. This is from Storybook Vale and I'm very excited to use this. We might use this as like a divider between one of the sections. I think that would be really fun. What do we... So for the flowers this time around, I'm really debating if I'm going to put them in our flower beds again like I did here. I also did do it on this side. Maybe I'll do that and then I'll put walls around it. That could look fun. All right, let's start with that. So let's do flower beds. Okay, so we're just gonna throw those out really fast. Then I think the other part that I am going to do now, although this is not from Storybook Vale per se, I am gonna use these fairy tale castle walls for this section because I think this would look super cute. And this is not 100% like the sizing it's gonna be. This is just what I'm gonna put down for this very second. Now let's head on into the collections tab, into Storybook Vale, into foraging, and we're going to count how many flowers that we have. So there's only 12 flowers for Storybook Vale. Okay, easy peasy. We can do this super quick then. Okay, so there's 4 of each. Perfect. So what I'm going to do, so it's going to be 2 cone flowers, 2 cone flowers, and then it's going to be 2 and 2 of the other. And then 2 and 2 of the other, right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Perfect. Small area, but it's gonna work so well. All right, perfect. I think this is a great size for this. All right, then we're gonna go ahead and grab these walls again. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it like this for now because I don't know how far out I wanna go just yet until we start counting. Okay, so there is 30 ingredients to go in the cooking section. So let's see. I'm just wondering if we should do, if the cooking section might be the biggest, we should probably put it in front of this flower section because the flower section isn't like, it's not super huge. Okay, so gems, we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 gems. Super easy, super simple, perfect. And then when it comes to crafting, we do have quite a bit. So I'm thinking, okay, so I went ahead and finished off the flower section here. And we've got all of our cutie little flowers here. Adorable. All right, so let's go ahead and get the gem portion ready. Okay, so I ended up changing the area around the flowers here, and I leaned in more to the Hercules, Hades situation that is happening inside of Storybook Vale because I really enjoyed that. Okay, so I went ahead and made some changes for the flower section and the little gem section. I ended up doing like a Hercules inspired section for them because maybe I'm thinking for this build particularly, I might do one of every section. So like there's obviously the section in Storybook Vale that's like Teapot Falls and like the broken down castle and where we found Flynn Rider. And then there's like the Hercules section and then there's just kind of like the main like fall inspired section. So I did these two in a Hercules inspired section here where I took all of like the little pillars that we have from the current star path and added those in here like that. And I just did the little safes in front with like the gold tables behind because I thought that looked really, really cool. And then you can also still like exit through the side here, which I thought was really nice because it'll connect it to the other two sections that we're about to do. Okay, so the next two sections are going to be our biggest sections. We have the cooking section and we have the like crafting materials section. So I'm thinking I'm going to do the cooking in the back, crafting in the front. So cooking items, we do have roughly 30 different items to go ahead and put into the section. And then I believe the crafting is about the same because these are all just furniture. And then we have 12 different materials. And then we also have 13 different snippets. So that section's going to be quite large as well. So let's go ahead and get started. So I'm thinking we're going to do maybe the broken down castle section for the crafting area. And then we'll do just like the regular like fall inspired cooking area up in the front. So we have our crafting area all set up. I decided to leave this open and I'm gonna make it flow into the cooking area like I did with this side here. I don't know. I really like it. I'm thinking we might add some trees as well to go ahead and like kind of tie in all those colors from the like actual like the plants and stuff that are here. I think that would look really, really great. So we have all of our crafting compartments here. And then last but not least, we're going to get this cooking area situated. Okay, so I think what we're going to do for this part is we're going to go ahead and grab maybe a couple of like these small like bind trees here, like the Mythopia ones. And we're just going to turn them to make them look like a little like archway so we can walk through here like this, which feels really nice. And then I think what we might do is take some of this sun-baked earth path. So I think I'm going to do like a thick path like that. And then I believe there is 30 cooking items. There's 38 different cooking items. So we're going to need 38 chests. So we're just going to start by lining up. I only have 21, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40. Okay. So this is like the perfect size for exactly what we need. Hopefully. We might have to make some adjustments. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to pull this pathing down the center like so. And then I am just going to take these chests, as many as I have right now, and place them for the last little bit here. So we've got all the chests laid out. We'll be able to walk through each of these, go up each row, down the sides, all of that jazz. So next thing I do want to go ahead and do is I'm going to put some fencing out. I don't think I'm going to use walls for this last section. I do think I'm going to use fencing, and I might use specific fencing from Storybook Vale. All right. I think we're going to try and make this marble fencing if I can. But first, let's go ahead and add some trees. Like I said, I really do want to try and incorporate some of the trees into this, as we have done every other area that is in Storybook Vale so far. So I do want to try and put some of these like trees, like the book trees, I think would be really good. Maybe some of the mushrooms. Lean into that like Storybook Vale tree vibe, book vibe, fall vibe that they have in the game. So before I put all of that down, I do have a little bit of this fencing. Not a whole lot, but I do have a little bit. Okay, so that is going to go there. I just needed to see the dividing area. Then we're going to take one of the archways that we do have from Storybook Vale, which is this cute little floral archway. And I just remembered, I was trying to think what we had for... I'm like sitting here and I'm like, I know we have a different fencing other than this marble one. We do. I have those barriers. Those cute little barriers that I can buy from Scrooge. This elegant stone barrier. This is what we're going to use. Yeah, this is going to look so good. Okay, so let's go ahead and make a run down to Scrooge's really quick and grab some more of these fences. Okay, so I went down and bought everything else that I needed. The only problem is that there is currently a glitch in the game where the large Aurora chests that I'm using are not currently available for purchase. So I did buy the small ones for now. I'm gonna use the small ones for now to at least just get this done so y'all can see what this looks like. And then once that is fixed, I will go through and switch them back out for the large ones, because I do really want the large ones ultimately, because obviously that's going to give me the most storage that I possibly can have. Now, these are just going to look exactly like the large ones, except when we open them up, they're just not going to have as much space, which again, like I said, does kind of stink, but it is okay. We will just deal with it for now. Okay, so now that those are down, we're going to go ahead and add some final touches to the build, which is super, super exciting. I'm going to add maybe some like bushes in the corners. Unfortunately, I do kind of have to be like, I don't get to put them exactly where I want them due to the fact that I do have the well here, and the well does make it so I can't put stuff, like if you look, like it's not, I can't put anything in that corner. So it's gonna look a little funny, but that's okay. Actually, I don't even like that at all. We're just gonna leave that gap. It is fine. Fine. As much as I would like to put something there, I just don't like that there. So we're gonna take it away and we're gonna move on. Actually, that might work. It's just small enough that it's not like a huge problem, but it does add something to that corner so that it's not necessarily like, yeah, I like it. Okay, I'm also gonna add some books to the path here. All right, here is our overview of the Storybook Vale side of our storage island. I think it turned out adorable. I really like it. So this is before I add anything else to it. I have not put any of the stuff in the chests yet. So I'm going to go ahead, go do that. But I wanted to give you guys kind of an aerial overview of what it looks like before I go ahead and add everything. I will be back as soon as we have all of that. Okay, so we officially have everything all set for the storage floating island. Here it is with all of the items. I am still missing quite a few. I definitely need to head back into Storybook Vale and get some stuff, but it looks so good and I am so happy with how this turned out. I did go ahead and separate the shiny gems and the regular gems, and now I'm gonna give you guys just a quick little walkthrough of the entire island. So enjoy.